So I'm going to summarize here the DNC on its fourth night last night, but also the overall DNC. So on this night, they had a lot of opponents of Biden in the primary, and there was 27 of them to choose from, so they had plenty of choices. Pete Buttigieg did the same, usual like standard speech. It was actually less of a word salad than it normally is, but he had lines like, what was it? I'm forgetting right now, but it was like standard cheesy line, like if you stand for us, we'll stand for you, and let's all stand together and just standing in a corner. I was like, okay, so that's Buttigieg. And they had a cute moment with a lot of the candidates talking to one another, Bernie and Cory Booker, and cracking jokes. Great, awesome. Tammy Duckworth said he was coward in chief about Donald Trump. Great, that's got headlines already. That's a super quick summary of tonight, but it's good enough because the reality is this DNC, there was some standout moments like Barack Obama's speech was excellent. We're all relieved that Biden did well in his final speech. Jill Biden was moving, their family story is moving. I'm glad they told that story. I'm glad they drilled home the point that this grieving family, the Bidens, is kind of perfect for a smooth and soothing moment for a country that's grieving. So that was all well accomplished. But you had 4 days and you could have laid out a devastating case against Donald Trump. My God, there's never been a president that you could have made a better case against. And this is the same exact feeling I had about the 2004 convention. And I remember in that case, we were there in person, and John Kerry, John Edwards, that ticket. The only person that hit George Bush in that convention was, of all people, Al Sharpton. So, I'm mixed on Al Sharpton, but I was like, that's a good speech. Everyone else was like patty cakes, patty cakes. George Bush is mediocre, but we're also slightly better than mediocre. I was like, hit him, hit him. And here at this convention, they didn't hit Trump. I mean, a couple of cute lines here and there. They could have done a giant laundry list of all the things that he has affected in your life negatively. And so I think overall missed opportunity. Maybe that plays into what we were talking about earlier in the show, where I have this like slight sense of doom around Monday. You don't see a lot of Biden. This convention is soft as it could possibly be. And then I'm like, it's not usually a winning strategy. They got it. Trump is a historically bad president and a historically bad candidate. I just hope they don't blow this. And coming out of the DNC, I give it a 4 out of 10, and that's not a very compelling number.
Yeah, look, I was bored most of the time, and that's my honest reflection on the entire event. I think that you're right in that they should have used more opportunities to attack Trump. They did so, but in a very, in my opinion, timid way. And so when you really think about what Trump is planning, I mean, we know what the RNC is gonna be. It's gonna be disgusting. The rhetoric is gonna be horrible. It's gonna be divisive. And it's going to be the polar opposite of what we saw during the DNC, in that Trump is no holds barred. Same with the people who support him, same with the people who are gonna speak. And so the only thing that makes me feel a little bit better is that Trump used a lot of populist language, and there were people who bought it in 2016. Now, 4 years later, with an unemployment rate of 10.2% and various examples of Donald Trump using the executive branch as his own, way of enriching himself and his own personal businesses, I think that it's pretty clear that he's no longer a wild card. We know exactly what he's about, and he's far worse than any establishment Democrat could be. Yes, even on foreign policy. Like, that's the thing that sometimes leftists bring to the table. They're like, no, but he's not as bad when it comes to foreign policy. No, he's bad. I mean, if you want to bring up the drone war, Obama's drone war, Trump expanded that. You don't think Trump is engaging in the same types of conflicts that the Obama administration engaged in and more? Remember, there was bipartisan legislation that landed on Donald Trump's desk indicating that we should pull out of Yemen. We should not be assisting Saudi Arabia in its genocide in Yemen. And Donald Trump vetoed that. So Trump is horrible on all accounts, and he's no longer a wild card. We can no longer use this ridiculous argument about, oh, well, we don't know, he's an outsider. No, we know. And he's just been so damaging in such a short period of time. And yeah, I just hope that people reflect on that as he inevitably uses, language that's boastful about what he allegedly accomplished. He didn't accomplish anything other than division and absolute devastation in this country.
Yeah, I saw a bumper sticker once that said Meteor 2016 back during that election. Meaning, I can't stand this system. Just hit it with a meteor and see what happens. And that's actually a fairly good description of what happened in 2016. And that's why Trump won. Well, now the meteor has landed, and and it turns out, no, there's no miracle from the meteor. It turns out it was a meteor, and people are burnt to death. And we're worried that the entire planet might collapse. No more meteors, okay? Nice cuddly Joe Biden. Not great on all the policies. We'll try to push him to be better, but a million times better than a meteor.
Thanks for watching The Young Turks. Really appreciate it. Another way to show support is through YouTube memberships. You'll get to interact with us more. There's live chat emojis, badges. You've got emojis of me, Anna, John, JR. So those are super fun. But you also get playback of our exclusive member-only shows and specials right after they air. So all of that, all you gotta do is click that join button right underneath the video. Thank you.